Nike, a name synonymous with athletic performance, innovation, and global influence. When we think of Nike, we often think of swooshes, high-performance shoes, and legendary athletes like Michael Jordan and Serena Williams. But Nike's rise wasn't as inevitable as it might seem today. Behind the brand's colossal success lies a tale of vision, grit, and unconventional thinking set against the backdrop of a changing American landscape in the late 20th century. In this video, we're going to dive into the untold story of Nike's rise, from its humble beginnings to becoming the powerhouse brand it is today. The humble beginnings, Blue Ribbon Sports, 1964. Nike's origins trace back to 1964, not to a global corporate empire, but to a small partnership between Bill Bowerman, a track coach at the University of Oregon, and Phil Knight, a young accountant who had just completed his MBA at Stanford. The two men shared a passion for running and a desire to improve athletic footwear. Together they founded Blue Ribbon Sports, a company that initially operated as a distributor for Japanese sneaker brand Onitsuka Tiger, now known as Asics. At the time, the American market was dominated by established footwear brands, mainly Converse and Adidas, which had already secured significant market share. Bowerman and Knight, however, were determined to create something different. Knight was especially inspired by his trip to Japan in 1962, where he convinced Onitsuka Tiger to give him the exclusive rights to sell their shoes in the US. This partnership was crucial for Blue Ribbon Sports' early growth, and it marked the beginning of what would later become one of the most iconic brands in history. But the partnership with Onitsuka Tiger was not meant to last. The brand's desire for more control over their product and the growing tension between Knight and Onitsuka Tiger led to a pivotal moment in Nike's history. In 1971, after a decade of distributing Onitsuka shoes, the partnership came to a close, and Blue Ribbon Sports rebranded as Nike, named after the Greek goddess of victory. The swoosh logo, which would later become one of the most recognizable symbols in the world, was designed by a graphic designer named Carolyn Davidson, a student at Portland State University at the time. She was paid just $35 for her work, although later Knight gave her a significant stake in the company. The breakthrough, the birth of the Nike Air, 1979. By the late 1970s, Nike had carved out a niche for itself in the running shoe market, but the company was still struggling to compete with industry giants like Adidas. Knight and Bowerman's innovation mindset was critical in pushing the brand forward, but they needed something groundbreaking to set them apart. That's when Nike introduced the air cushioning technology in 1979. The idea came from Bill Bowerman, who, in his relentless pursuit of innovation, experimented with various materials and designs to create a shoe that would be more comfortable and perform better than anything else on the market. Bowerman's famous moment of inspiration came when he was pouring rubber into his wife's waffle iron and noticed the unique pattern that formed. This led to the creation of the Nike Waffle Sole, a revolutionary design that provided better traction and stability for athletes. The Waffle Sole quickly became synonymous with the brand, but it was Nike's Air technology, introduced with the release of the Air Tailwind, that truly set the brand on a path to global domination. The technology involved encapsulating pressurized air in a durable yet flexible plastic sole, creating a shoe that provided superior cushioning and comfort for runners. The Nike Air Tailwind was an immediate hit, and the brand's reputation for innovative, performance-driven products began to grow. The marketing masterstroke, "Just Do It," 1988. Nike's innovation in product design was only part of the equation. The company needed to establish a strong emotional connection with consumers. This is where Nike's marketing genius came into play. The late 1980s were a time of transformation for the company, and Nike needed a way to stand out in an increasingly crowded market. Enter Nike's Just Do LT slogan, created in 1988 by advertising agency Whedon plus Kennedy. The phrase was simple yet powerful, encapsulating a message of determination, self-motivation, and the relentless pursuit of excellence. It was designed to resonate with not only athletes, but also everyday people who sought to push their limits and improve their lives. The phrase quickly became iconic and is still associated with Nike to this day. Alongside the slogan, Nike's advertising campaigns began to feature feature athletes who embodied the spirit of determination, many of whom were household names. The campaign starred athletes like Michael Jordan, Bo Jackson, Serena Williams, and Tiger Woods, further aligning the Nike brand with excellence, success, and the pursuit of greatness. The Michael Jordan phenomenon, 1984 to 1998. While Nike's rise was driven by innovation and clever marketing, one of the most pivotal factors in the company's success was its partnership with Michael Jordan. In 1984, a young, untested NBA rookie with a huge upside caught Nike's attention. At the time, Jordan was still playing for the University of North Carolina and had not yet achieved the superstar status he would later attain. Nike offered Jordan a sponsorship deal that was initially considered risky. Nike wasn't even the first choice for Jordan, who had a strong interest in signing with Adidas. However, Knight and Nike's marketing team saw the potential in Jordan. Instead of just making a generic endorsement deal, they went all in on creating a signature shoe, the Air Jordan. The first pair, the Air Jordan 1, was released in 1985, and it was unlike any other basketball shoe on the market. It wasn't just a shoe, it was a statement. The Air Jordan was banned by the NBA for violating uniform regulations, which only helped to boost its popularity. Nike, of course, leaned into the controversy, using it as a marketing opportunity with the slogan, "Banned by the NBA, worn by a legend." The partnership between Michael Jordan and Nike was a match made in heaven. Jordan became
sino también con personas cotidianas.
The Air Jordan line revolutionized the sneaker industry, making Nike synonymous with basketball and elevating the company
Y aún está asociada con Nike hasta el día de hoy, junto con el lema
product, but a cultural phenomenon, transcending sports and becoming a part of fashion and music culture. 5. Global expansion and brand loyalty. By the early 1990s, Nike was no longer just a company selling shoes to athletes. It had become a global powerhouse with a presence in markets all over the world. Nike's aggressive marketing campaigns and cutting-edge product designs helped the brand expand beyond running and basketball into other sports like soccer, tennis, and even golf. The company's sponsorship deals with athletes like Cristiano Ronaldo, Serena Williams, and Tiger Woods helped cement Nike's reputation as a leader in the sports apparel and equipment industry. Nike's brand loyalty was also a significant factor in its success. The company understood the importance of connecting with consumers on a personal level through iconic advertising campaigns, sponsorships, and a growing sense of community. Nike fostered a loyal customer base that was emotionally invested in the brand. This emotional connection made Nike's customers more than just consumers. They became brand advocates, spreading the message of Just Do LOT to friends and family, and even competing for the latest Nike Gear 6. Overcoming adversity, Nike in the 21st century. Despite its massive success, Nike faced significant challenges in the 2000s, particularly related to criticism over labor practices and environmental concerns. In the face of this adversity, Nike took significant steps to improve its supply chain practices, working towards creating more sustainable products and adopting ethical manufacturing standards. The company launched several initiatives, including the Nike Better World campaign, and began using recycled materials in its shoes. Moreover, Nike continued to innovate with new technologies such as Nike Flyknit, Nike Free, and Nike React. The rise of digital fitness also led Nike to expand into the tech world with products like the Nike Training Club app and Nike Plus, which tracked fitness metrics and connected users to a global community. Through these innovations, Nike has managed to remain at the forefront of the athletic footwear and apparel industry, continuing to influence trends in both sports and lifestyle fashion. Conclusion: the legacy of Nike. Nike's rise from a small distributor of Japanese shoes to the dominant global brand we know today is a story of vision, persistence, and innovation. At its core, Nike is a brand that speaks to the human spirit, the desire to achieve greatness, to push boundaries, and to continually improve. From the invention of the waffle sole to the creation of the Air Jordans, Nike has always been about more than just making shoes. It's about inspiring people to do their best, to never settle, and to just do LT. Behind every successful brand is a story of risks taken, obstacles overcome, and opportunities seized. Nike's rise to the top is a testament to what happens when you combine innovation, strategic thinking, and a bit of audacity. It's the story of a brand that never stopped dreaming, and one that continues to lead the way in shaping the future of sports and fashion.